Hi, Sacred Souls. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all, I've only put one video out there and I've already seen so much growth. So if you are here with me, let me know in the comments. I see y'all subscribing, I see y'all liking, I see the views, and honestly, that just is lighting me up. Like it's making me feel great and it's making me feel amazing. Um, really just confirming that I need to be doing this. And so I'm really happy to be here. One, in this energetic space, but two, I might be standing up here in a minute because there's some little ants. Um, I'm at a park. It's literally just called Parque. Um, I am here in Panama City, Panama, for a few days. As you can see, it is beautiful in the background. Let me put this clicker in here. As you can see, it's beautiful in the background, and I'm going to be showing a little bit of my time here in Panama. Um, Somewhere in here. So you can see a little bit of what I've been up to, mostly just walking around. I've been staying in Old Town, Casco Viejo, Panama City, Panama. I'm only here for a few days. I needed to get out of Mexico for the time being for visa purposes. Hopefully, that won't be a thing in the future, but I'm grateful to take this trip right now. So, let me just say that. All right, so this is video two. Again, I just want to thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Uh, I want to talk about sacred femininity today. That's how I want to kick this thing off. If you watched the first video, you know that I'm going to be talking about sacred femininity, sacred intimacy, light and dark feminine energies, as well as kundalini and different things like that pertaining to ascension for the sacred feminine on this channel. Sorry, it's a lot of people out here, and y'all already know I'll be distracted. I'll be people watching like there's some guys out here doing parkour. Yeah. Oh, side note, if you want to take a trip somewhere, first of all, this is like I want to say my fifth country that I've traveled to solo. Yeah. Um, and I was so concerned because of the weather app. First, do y'all see how beautiful it is out here? Do y'all see the blue in the sky? The weather app said that it was going to be cloudy. It was going to be raining all day, every day during my trip. But look at this. I'm outside and it is truly beautiful. So I am so grateful. Oh, and that's a beautiful thing, right? Because spirit placed it. Like I had this nudge, like why not Panama? And I knew I didn't want to go to Florida. I knew I didn't want to go to Atlanta. I've already been. And so Panama was just in alignment and I could have backed out. I could have been scared about the weather and all this. Oh, well, maybe I'll just go to Florida. Maybe I'll just be safe and go to Florida. No, look at me having a freaking ball here in Panama is beautiful. This is only day two, and I'm here for 2 more days. But um, yeah, I'm very happy to have listened to spirit and just gone with the flow. And that's the thing about femininity. It's about flowing. It's about receiving. But it's so much more than that. Okay, this is editing sacred from the future, right? So I just wanted to add that yes, femininity is about flow and it's about receiving, but please note that you can't flow and you can't receive while you're neglecting parts of yourself. So it's very important to recall aspects of yourself, which I talk about a little bit later in the video. It's important to recall these aspects of yourself, to acknowledge all these parts of yourself so that you can properly flow, so that you can properly receive. Otherwise, you're just gonna encounter blockages. There's gonna be blockages there, honey. So, yeah. Today I'm going to be talking about sacred femininity, okay? Now, what is sacred femininity? Sacred femininity is Sacred femininity is the integration of both light and dark aspects of the feminine. Now, within the light and dark feminine, there are different characteristics, different qualities belonging to each of those aspects of the whole feminine. So when you bring together the light and the dark feminine and you integrate them, when there's balance between those energies, that is what gives you the sacred or divine feminine. I tend to say sacred I tend to say sacred feminine as I am sacred soul child, but whether you use sacred feminine, divine feminine, most high feminine, it doesn't matter. It's all referring to the same energy. So let's first talk about dark feminine, because I know that there is this negative connotation, right? And part of that is socialization. Um, we're taught to see things that are dark, things that are black, as evil, as as dirty, as not good, as bad. Um, different things like that. But that couldn't be further than the truth. No matter who you are, we all possess light and dark energies. And again, dark does not mean bad, it just means hidden. The inside of you is dark, it's just hidden. The universe is dark. You don't visibly see the universe around you, but you know that there's this force out there. And that darkness is that's one of the dark aspects of the 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 divine feminine, of the sacred feminine. um Whereas the ocean, for example, bodies of water, I have the Panama Bay behind me. That's a feminine attribute, but it's light feminine, it's seen, okay? So talking about the dark feminine, referring to that which is hidden. If you saw on my Instagram post, I made a whole little data diagram using the yin and yang symbols for the light and dark energies that attribute to the whole sacred feminine. Some of those attributes that we can see with the dark feminine include sensuality, it's hidden. Um, Qualities include magnetism, sensuality, sexuality, things that are taboo. The dark feminine is fierce, she's headstrong, she's untamed, uninhibited. She knows what she wants and she gets it. She's very much a go getter, very much in control of her own life. She has this thing about her, right, that just draws you in. And if you don't know what that is, you may think that it's dark magic, right? You may think that it's dark magic. You may think that it's evil. And I say dark magic loosely because, again, there's no good or bad, there's no right or wrong. It's just what is. Um, it represents introspection, going in within yourself. It represents the taboo, all the things that society deems as bad. Um, oh, you shouldn't talk about sex. You shouldn't talk about um, different parts of your body. It's pleasure. All of those things represent the dark feminine. Now, the light feminine, which is simply the scene, again, you can think of it like the ocean. So the dark feminine would be the universe, the feminine would be representative of bodies of water, things that you can actually see. This would be the soft, kind of fragile, complacent, complicit, um, receptive, intuitive qualities of the feminine. This is where the nurturing comes from, the compassion. Those sorts of things are all attributes of the light feminine. And so going back to sacred femininity, it's simply a recognizing and acknowledging an integration of both light and dark feminine energies. Whether you care to admit it or not, we all possess both of these qualities, but it's about balance. It's about acknowledging these parts of yourself. And I'm not saying that you have to go out there and, Amber Rose it out here. That's not what I'm saying. But it's a recalling, a reclaiming of your energies, because all of these parts, they're all parts of yourself. And so you can't have a sacred feminine, you can't have a divine feminine without both light and dark energies. It's two halves of a whole. If you're just looking at one half of a coin, it's an illusion. That's not the whole coin. The whole coin has both a head and a tail to it. You know, constructs of this three-dimensional world. There's an up and a down. There's a left and a right. It's a good and a bad. Uh, there's a heaven and a hell. But it's all one part of the whole. And so that, in a nutshell, is sacred femininity. You can come through. As I go on this journey and I continue to find balance between my light and dark feminine energy, as I continue to recall all aspects of myself back to my soul, I am. I am. Hold on. All right. Hello. What's your name? My name is Javier. What is your name? Javier. I'm sacred. Secret. Sacred. Sacred. Yes, yes. Okay. Mucho gusto. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. He was just walking by and then he shows me his mic. So I figured he was making a video too and wanted to say hello. Hello. Are you on YouTube? Yeah. What is your name in YouTube? I'm Sacred Soul Child. Okay. Adios, nos vemos. Adiós. Un saludito a todos. Bye. Bye. All right. Um, so that was pretty much the end of my video. As I continue on this journey of balancing my both light and dark feminine energies and becoming my whole sacred feminine self and bringing out my energy, my inner goddess, right? Um, that is what I'm going to be discussing on this channel and helping you to do on your journey, acknowledging your shadow self, pulling forth the things that are hidden about yourself, about those parts of your femininity that have been shunned, that have been tucked away. It's about balancing, it's about integrating, it's about harmonizing. And that is sacred. That is sacred femininity. So, thank you for being here. I hope to see you in my next video. Ciao for now.